You can lean in, so you got to put your face. I'd say, Grandma, you could have leaned in, but look, she's hiding now. Yes, we're back with another episode. Yes, we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we have some people from up north. Where are you from up north again?
Near Warrington.
Near Warrington. She said near Warrington. She did tell me the place, but I didn't know where it was. Being a Londoner as I am, so that's it. But what we have in common today, they work in children's homes, and if you know me, you follow me, you know I was in children's home for 6 months, so we can have a bit of a chit chat about being in children's home and working in children's home and just seeing how it is. So nice to have you here today. What's your name?
I'm Natalie. Hi.
Natalie. Okay. So I'll try and bend this a bit.
Oh, it's all right. Don't worry.
That probably didn't work too good, but that's it. Yeah. So Natalie and Mummy.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Faye.
Faye. So we've got Faye and Natalie. So how long you worked in children's homes, and what made you want to work in children's homes?
I've worked in children's homes for about a year and a half.
Have you ever had a situation where you just thought I have to walk away? I can't deal with this child in particular.
No. Are you going to say hi to the camera?
I was going to say you're on camera. We're blackmail with you with this review in 20 years.
Say hi. Say hi. Wave.
Oh, look, you're waving a bit. So is Mummy allowed to do her conversation, or are you going to scream?
I'll think about it.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Your youngest. Okay. So, yeah, have you ever had a child where you just thought, I can't deal with this?
No.
You've never had that?
No, you've got to be there for them, especially with backgrounds that they've had. You've got to, no matter how challenging it is, on some days, you've just got to persevere with it.
And so no matter how your day's going, you just have your A game on.
Yeah, you've got to.
You're a better person than me.
You've got to have that patience.
Have you? I've got a question for you on this. It's a bit of a question of have you ever had people and you just thought this person shouldn't be working in here, like other colleagues?
My boss is quite good in how she
vets.
Yeah, so she's very experienced in this field, and she's done it for a million years. So I think she pinpoints really good people and goes with them. So like in our home, we've got ex-social workers, we've got ex-Senko, there's loads of different backgrounds, and she pulls out what she thinks would be a great quality for our home. So like she thought I was very maternal on my interview, and she loved that I'd worked in schools and I had a bit of a different background. I had 2 kids of my own. I think she is very good in that way of how to pinpoint a good member of staff.
Is it mainly women who work in these
No,
places?
we've got men as well.
Okay.
We've got a couple of men who work there as well.
Do you see a difference in the way the children react with the men to the women, or is it just?
I think the children have the favourites, men or women, and they'll always have the favourites, and they'll always go to certain members of staff over others. But that's just their qualities of what that child likes to the person.
How do you negotiate with difficult children?
You've just got to stand your ground and have that.
It's getting to know the individual child as well, knowing that what works with them and what doesn't. You know, how you can get around that child,
and be consistent with what you're saying. Don't swap and change one thing and then be a different person. No, you stand your ground on whatever you've said with that child, because that's what they need. They need the stability in the life.
Do they have curfews? Do they have bedtimes?
Yep.
That must be quite difficult implementing that.
No, but I mean, to be fair, the ones in our home are great, and they do listen to like when the bedtime. Obviously they all push it at some point and they try, but you've just got to be, no, this is your bedtime and that's when you're going.
And do they stay there the length of time, or do they get adopted or fostered?
All different.
Got a different curve, haven't they?
Okay.
They've all come from different places. They've all got different backgrounds. They're all going to different places in the future.
All right. That's interesting.
Get some children that have contact with parents, some that don't have contact with parents, some that are supervised with parents, some that are just dropped off with parents. You've got children that
They're dropped off by parents.
sometimes they get dropped off
So
with
wait a minute.
parents.
You can
know,
have
where it's
overnight stays as
unsupervised.
well.
Why?
Just that's where they are in their
Oh, what,
journey,
like the
their
parents
journey.
are struggling and they just say,
Yeah,
we need
yeah.
help. And they say, okay,
Yeah.
at night, you're going to stay with somebody else.
No, not
No.
necessarily.
So they'll have like obviously their journeys of where they are with the parents. So the parents may just be going through a bad time, and that's where they're with us. And then they'll be gradually transitioning back to mum or dad again.
But yeah,
Everything's different.
You get some children that don't go back to mum and dad and they'll be in the care system until they're 18, and then they might go into supported living. They might go on to get their own flats. Everybody's so different.
You kind of have to wear lots of different hats.
Yeah, definitely.
What have you
Everybody's so individual.
What have you learnt about the industry that you wish you knew when you started?
Don't really know. Can't really answer that one.
There must be something that
I think it's just experience. I think that's a big thing. You know, the longer you're in there, the more experience you get, and the more wiser you are.
And you don't realise, do you, when you start, how much paperwork there is?
Yeah.
Even now, you're still learning paperwork. The paperwork's massive. Risk assessments. You've got behavioural support plans. You've got care plans. You've got care meetings. You've got to type up the care meetings after that. You've got to implement what's been said in the care meetings, the aims.
So do you record the care meetings?
Everything.
Or you record video and audio?
No. It all gets typed up after. You take your notes.
Oh no,
Type it up.
no video, no audio then.
No.
Okay, oh, that's interesting. So in my time, like I said earlier, there was like 3 or 4 bunk beds in one room. I take it those days are gone.
They're well gone.
But
They've all got their own rooms now.
Yeah, it's all. Do you think that's good that they have their own rooms? Because there's a sense of community.
I think it gives them their own space, doesn't it?
Oh, like a safe space.
Yeah.
If they need just time on their own.
But we have like in our home, we have like a games room, a general big living room, a really big kitchen with table. You know, if they want to come down and they want to interact with the staff and other children, they've got that opportunity to do that.
To be fair, our kids in our home, they're never in the bedrooms apart from when they're going to sleep and chilling. They love being in with everyone and being in that communal areas.
Do they behave like they're a family?
Yeah,
That's
very
really
much so.
good. I suppose. I was going to say it sounds a lot like prison in certain ways, not in a nasty way, but in the sense of if people who are doing life, they just commune, like we're all here together, let's just get on.
Yeah. No, they're all very happy children. And
Yeah. Now, I'm not saying they're not happy.
Yeah. They're all
Probably
very
my
happy
analogy
and-
is not the best.
No, they're all very happy children.
Okay. Now, what about things like holidays?
Oh, we're going to London actually in our home next month.
Oh, that's your holiday?
They're also going to Disneyland Paris in our home as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So we've got a lodge also in the lakes where we go to. A lodge.
So you
It's like
book-
a house.
Whoa. your company, how would you create funding for that? How would...
Me personally, because my company's that big, I've spoke about this actually with a couple of people in my company, I would have an in-house therapist to start that therapy straight away until they get the funding in.
No, because you'll throw it.
Okay.
That's what I would personally do, but whether it's cost efficient, I don't know.
Okay, so you're saying that your company would pay for it? and
I would do that, yeah,
Yeah,
personally, but I don't know if it's cost efficient, so I don't know if that would actually work or not, but I have said that a few times, that I think that should be the way to go, so them children are getting the therapy from day one rather than waiting for the funding to come in.
Yes, therapy's interesting concept. Yeah.
But then that's me, the best interest of the child,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, when someone else is running the business.
Yeah.
But then, mind you, I suppose it's which came first, the chicken or the egg,
Yeah, that's true.
in that respect. Well, it's been interesting speaking to you. We're getting to the end of the journey. We thank you for sharing your knowledge, the mother and daughter team, excuse me. And we wish you well in your stay in London
Thank you very
in a
much.
short time. Thank you. Okay, let me just pause that. What I'm going to do